A very good evening. You're watching the News Hour with me, Krichween Walia. Ladies and gentlemen, with just 72 hours remaining before the first vote is cast in Chhattisgarh, the political landscape in the state is becoming increasingly tumultuous. The situation is rife with raids, arrests and seizure of black money. The political climate in the state has reached an entirely new level after the Enforcement Directorate accused Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel of being the alleged beneficiary of an enormous sum of 508 crore rupees. The money was reportedly given by the promoters of the Mahadev betting app, which is already under investigation by the central agency. While the BJP says it's a direct indictment of Congress's corruption model, the man in the middle of the storm says there can't be a bigger joke than this. The Prime Minister, though, today lashed out at the Congress government. He said that the Baghel government has looted the poor, even in the name of Mahadev. The counter came straight away from Chief Minister himself, who asked the BJP why they had failed to arrest the promoters in Dubai. Watch this war of words first up.
लूट के इसी पैसे से कांग्रेस नेता अपने घर भर रहे हैं। मीडिया में आ रहा है कि इस पैसे के तार छत्तीसगढ़ के उन तक जा रहे हैं। यहां की कांग्रेस पार्टी ने, यहां की सरकार ने, यहां के मुख्यमंत्री ने छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता को बताना चाहिए कि दुबई में बैठे इस घोटाले के आरोपियों के साथ उनके क्या संबंध है।
इसका मतलब आपके संबंध हैं, आपके उसे संपर्क है, और संपर्क है तो उसको गिरफ्तार क्यों नहीं करते? लगातार चल रहा है। इसका मतलब ये है कि आपके संबंध है प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपकी पार्टी के लोगों के संबंध है और आपके लोगों के द्वारा लेन देन हुआ है। इस कारण से उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई नहीं हो रही, मेरा सीधा आरोप है, और उसके कारण हमको बदनाम कर रहे हैं।
Remember, yesterday the ED claimed to have received intel on large amounts of cash being moved in Chhattisgarh by the promoters of the Mahadev app for the elections. ED says it apprehended a cash courier named Asim Das, who it claims was sent from UAE specifically to deliver cash for election expenses for the ruling Congress party in the state. ED says it has recovered 5.39 crore rupees in cash from his car and residence, and claims Asim Das admitted that funds were arranged by promoters of the Mahadev app to be given to a politician named Baghel for election expenses. Now, the BJP has lashed out at the Congress for alleged hawala money for poll campaign, while the Congress points out that Baghel government is the one which initiated a probe into the Mahadev app in 2019.
छत्तीसगढ़ का चुनाव कांग्रेस पार्टी हवाला ऑपरेटर से लड़ रहे हैं। छत्तीसगढ़ पुलिस, आंध्र पुलिस, ये दोनों भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रशासनिक संरक्षण में नहीं चलते। तो क्या भूपेश बघेल अपनी सरकार को कटघरे में खड़ा कर रहे हैं?
ये सर्वविदित है कि छत्तीसगढ़ में बुरी हार की तरफ अग्रसर है बीजेपी। के 1.5 वर्ष पहले जो पहला कोतवाल है, यानी छत्तीसगढ़ पुलिस, वो पहला कोतवाल जांच शुरू कर देता है, अभियुक्त बना देता है, बहुत सारी चीजें जब्त कर लेता है, और उसके 1.5 साल बाद चुनाव के बीच में 4 दिन बचे हैं पहले प्रसंग के, और 15 दिन में सब कुछ ओवर है छत्तीसगढ़ में। उसके 1.5 साल बाद दूसरा कोतवाल छलांग लगाता है केंद्र सरकार के निर्देश पे, यानी ईडी।
महादेव ऐप के माध्यम से 508 करोड़ रुपया 508 करोड़ रुपए का भुगतान महादेव ऐप के माध्यम से छत्तीसगढ़ के भ्रष्ट मुख्यमंत्री जो कांग्रेस पार्टी से आते हैं भूपेश बघेल जी को देने की बात सामने। और मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं, इससे स्पष्ट पता चलता है कि कैसे भ्रष्टाचार की नई ऊंचाइयों को छुआ है कांग्रेस ने। छत्तीसगढ़ में प्रचलित था भ्रष्टाचार करो भूपे करो, यानी पे भूपेंद्र जी को पेमेंट करो, और ये देखा गया चाहे कोयला घोटाला था, शराब घोटाला था, गोठान घोटाला था, किसी भी घोटाले में नाम छत्तीसगढ़ के मुख्यमंत्री और उनके अधिकारियों का ही आगे आया है। ईडी जांच कर रही है, नोटिस भी दिए गए हैं, लेकिन मेरा सवाल कांग्रेस पार्टी से है, राहुल गांधी और खड़गे जी से है, बोलिए अब विदेशी ताकतों का भी उपयोग कर रहे हो? सत्य के रास्ते नहीं, सट्टे के रास्ते सत्ता पाना चाहते हो? विदेशी ताकतों और विदेशी पैसे से सत्ता पाना चाहते हो? ये सवाल खड़ा होता है, आखिरकार कांग्रेस विदेशी पैसे, विदेशी ताकतों और विदेशी लोगों पर निर्भर क्यों है, और सट्टे वाली ऐप के माध्यम से पैसा क्यों दिया गया, इसका जवाब दें।
They have only one target: to damage the image of the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh and to damage the image of Chief Minister of Rajasthan. They are continuously targeting Bhupesh Baghel, who is coming from the grassroots level and become one of the most popular Chief Minister of this country. You know that the background of Bhupesh Baghel ji, a person coming from the OBC background and become the pride of the state. Everywhere you people are going to the Chhattisgarh, wherever you are talking to the people of, common people of Chhattisgarh, they used to praise about the Bhupesh Baghel's government's programs.
So you've heard several from the BJP and the Congress engaged in this war of words. But spearheading this political tussle is the Prime Minister of the country, PM Narendra Modi, and Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Baghel himself, who's rebutted to the allegations today leveled by the Prime Minister. Listen in once again.
लूट के इसी पैसे से कांग्रेस नेता अपने घर भर रहे हैं। मीडिया में आ रहा है कि इस पैसे के तार छत्तीसगढ़ के उन तक जा रहे हैं। यहां की कांग्रेस पार्टी ने, यहां की सरकार ने, यहां के मुख्यमंत्री ने छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता को बताना चाहिए कि दुबई में बैठे इस घोटाले के आरोपियों के साथ उनके क्या संबंध है।
इसका मतलब आपके संबंध हैं, आपके उसे संपर्क है, और संपर्क है तो उसको गिरफ्तार क्यों नहीं करते? लगातार चल रहा है। इसका मतलब ये है कि आपके संबंध है प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपकी पार्टी के लोगों के संबंध है, और आपके लोगों के द्वारा लेन देन हुआ है, इस कारण से उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई नहीं हो रही। मेरा सीधा आरोप है, और उसके कारण हमको बदनाम कर रहे हैं।
Let's quickly go across to our guest joining us this evening. We have national spokesperson of the BJP, Sanju Verma, with us, along with advocate Kapil Madan, political analyst. First up, Sanju, want to give you the stage because these are counter allegations that have come in from the Chief Minister, who say, why is it that the Prime Minister, if he's so very concerned about corruption in the state of Chhattisgarh, especially with regards to the Mahadev betting app case, has he not ensured the arrest of the promoters who are sitting in UAE?
I need to make this very clear that today the questions need to be answered by Bhupesh Baghel. The questions don't need to be answered by the BJP क्योंकि कटघरे में आज भूपेश बघेल खड़े हैं, बीजेपी नहीं खड़ी. And each time when the K. Ishwarappa case blew up prior to the Karnataka elections, I remember on your show people used to tell me, अरे कर्नाटका में अभी बीजेपी की सरकार है, बासवराज बोम्मई इज द चीफ मिनिस्टर, तो क्वेश्चन तो उन्हीं से पूछे जाएंगे जो सत्ता में है. व्हाई आर यू ब्लेमिंग द ऑपोजिशन? सो यूजिंग द सेम लॉजिक, आज सत्ता में छत्तीसगढ़ में कांग्रेस है और जवाबदेही कांग्रेस की बनती है.
Okay, but before I go across to Kapil Madan and raise those questions with him, Sanju Verma, what about the allegations that are being leveled at the BJP? Let's just clear it out once and for all before Kapil Madan comes out to say that the agencies are running after us in election season, ahead of elections, 3 days to go, so on and so forth. So let's quickly respond to those allegations and I'll take in a word from him.
Thank you. without being verbose, I'm sure Kapil will say what he needs to. I just have this to say. Each time ये जो रोना धोना शुरू होता है, the ED selectively targeting the opposition, between your audience needs to know there was a historic judgment by no less than the Chief Justice, Mr. Chandrachud, on the 5th of April 2023. Abhishek Manu Singhvi was representing 14 opposition parties. He said that the ED has been weaponized by the BJP, and the CJI chastised him, castigated him, chided him, and said, do not come to us with general cases. If you have a specific case, come to us. And when you say that the political space for the opposition is getting minimized, then the solution is that very political space. Don't use the judiciary and the court to settle your political scores. तो यदि भूपेश बघेल के पास जवाब है, ईडी को जवाब दीजिए, रोना धोना बंद करिए. And I laugh just 20 seconds more. They always say, Christine, that in any investigation, more so a criminal one, the smoking gun is the witness. And in this case, it's not one or two or three. You have the Assistant Sub-Inspector of Police, Chandrabhushan Verma. You have the ex-Superintendent of Police, Abhishek Pallav. You have the human courier, Asim Das, who says he delivered cash from the Mahadev app promoters to Bhupesh Baghel. And you also have Vinod Verma, who till now, till 48 hours back, was the advisor to Bhupesh Baghel. Matlab, the ex-Superintendent of Police गलत है, चंद्रभूषण वर्मा, the ASI, Assistant Sub-Inspector of Police, झूठ बोल रहे हैं. भूपेश बघेल के ex-advisor झूठ बोल रहे हैं. सिर्फ राजा हरिश्चंद्र के अवतार भूपेश बघेल है, which is so tough to digest.
Okay, that's Sanju Verma's response to what has been said by the Congress when they say, Kapil Madan, that if a man named Asim Das decides to, upon certain pressure perhaps that he faces, decides to name the Chief Minister of a state, should that be bought at face value? Sanju Verma says there are so many other players who've made so many other confessions. Respond.
Let me put things in the correct perspective. So I would just start by highlighting a recent incident where ED officer was caught red-handed with money taking bribe, and there was an prima facie red-handed case of corruption where ED officers were involved. So this is the level, and this is the credibility of the agencies that we are discussing here. But nevertheless, let me respond to the issue at hand. Now, if you will look at this Mahadev betting app, at least for the past 6 months, there are reports that this entire money laundering and this entire scam illegalities was surfaced. Now, I find it very amusing and very surprising. And though I'm not yet surprised, but yet for viewers, again, it would be a surprise that just before the elections, you have a new theory which never got surfaced from the past 6 months, which now makes an allegation against, CM Mr. Baghel. Now, my point here is, if you are investigating this matter from at least the past 6 months, what happens suddenly just before the elections? You have this entire narrative where you're trying to defame a sitting CM because
But should the agencies wait for the elections to go by?
No.
Because graft is graft, no?
No.
Mr. Kapil
Now
Madan?
my point. Now, let me give you. I am talking about the credibility, the way ED is being functioning. Let me just give you another example. You would recall that in a National Herald case, the ECIR was registered 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. Those allegations were surfaced way back in 2013.
Okay, but since you're questioning the merit in these allegations, Kapil Madan, what about the allegations which are being leveled by the Chief Minister of how money is being transported in the bags of CRPF personnel for election purpose? Where is the merit or truth in that?
Allow me to make a submission. What I am trying to say here is, in that case also, it's been 10 long years and ED has not filed a complaint. Making an allegation, registering an ECIR or registering an FIR, it is only an allegation per se. It is only during the course of investigation you come up with the credible evidence on the basis of which you go to the court, file a complaint.
So my next question is, where is the credible evidence which proves that the CRPF personnel in their bags in the big box that the Chief Minister is talking about are carrying money for election purposes for the BJP?
May I please answer between
Coming to you, Sanju, 30 seconds. Kapil.
Yes, so I see there could be an allegation, and the allegation, until you have documents, evidence, because anyone can make an allegation today. Sanju can make an allegation against me. I can make an allegation against Sanju, but it doesn't. The court and the judicial system does not function like that. Especially, when you have ED, especially, you see the trend we see in Punjab, just before the election.
Okay, so I'm glad we're all admitting that there needs to be proof that needs to be provided in order to substantiate these kind of allegations that the Chief Minister also perhaps is making, that the CRPF personnel are transporting BJP's money to the election-bound state. Sanju wants to come in. Sanju, respond.
Thank you. I agree with Kapil on one pertinent point. He very rightfully said कि कोई भी किसी पे इल्जाम लगा सकता है. Kapil Madan can make a reckless allegation at Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma can make a reckless one at Kapil Madan. But that is not how the judiciary functions. And taking Kapil's argument forward, I want to just say this, Kritsween. Everybody and everybody's uncle has been undermining the credibility of the Enforcement Directorate. So सवाल ये उठता है, if the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI, which most often work jointly and have been investigating most of the corruption-linked cases. Why is it? I want your audience to know this and listen to me very carefully. Why is it that even till date, after more than 10 or 11 years, the Gandhis, both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, charged with corruption and evasion of taxes under the National Herald case, knocked on the doors of the Supreme Court saying, quash the FIR against us. Supreme Court said, nothing doing. You may be Sonia Gandhi, you may be Rahul Gandhi. आपको भी न्यायपालिका की कदर करनी चाहिए, and you will be dealt with just like any other normal citizen. Has Sonia Gandhi been given a clean chit in the National Herald case? No, she's out on bail. Has Rahul Gandhi been given a clean chit in the National Herald case? No, he's out on bail. Has P. Chidambaram been given a clean chit?
But Sanju, sticking to the issue at hand here, aren't these valid concerns to an extent? When those in the opposition come out to say, Sanju, that, more proof needs to be given before naming the Chief Minister, perhaps, in a ED press release. His reputation is at stake. There is no proof to what A, B, C or D are saying and how they're linking it to, the promoters of Mahadev app who are not even based in India anymore, not even working out of India anymore.
Kritsween, that's a very interesting question. And, I deviated and spoke on National Herald because Kapil brought that into the equation of the discussion. So limited point is this, that from Manish Sisodia and Satinder Jain to Senthil Balaji to Partha Chatterjee to Abhishek Banerjee, nobody has been given a clean chit by the relevant Supreme Court or the relevant High Courts. इसलिए यहाँ बैठकर don't undermine the judiciary. But your very interesting question. I have this to say. The promoters will also be investigated. But each time the BJP says that corruption charges against the ruling Congress dispensation, in this case Chhattisgarh, needs to be dealt with an iron hand. Why is it that the entire ecosystem, right from a Jairam Ramesh to a KC Venugopal to Rahul Gandhi, start taking pot shots at the Enforcement Directorate? You keep saying Enforcement Directorate's track record is pathetic. Bhai Sahab, Enforcement Directorate has said on record in money laundering cases, our conviction rate is 96% and the CBI's conviction rate is 97.3%. So stop judging and second guessing the investigative agencies. I just want to ask one question before I, put a viram to what I've been saying. Ravi Uppal and Saurabh Chandrakar are the two co-founders of the Mahadev app based out of Dubai. I had said this yesterday on Padmaja Joshi's show and I will repeat it with a lot of responsibility. Is Saurabh Chandrakar the cousin of Kshitij Chandrakar? Who is Kshitij Chandrakar? He is the son-in-law of Bhupesh Baghel. He is married to Bhupesh Baghel's daughter, Divya Baghel. Pehle iska jawab do. So there is a direct link between the co-founder of Mahadev app and the Chief Minister's office.
While that's a serious allegation, Sanju, but that doesn't directly mount trouble on the Chief Minister. Yes, he has a lot of answering to do, but Kapil, instead of direct answers, and mind you, these are very serious allegations. If given the promoters who are based out of UAE are funding, the government in the Congress government in Chhattisgarh, especially right ahead of elections, these are very serious charges. To which the Congress comes out to say that there is a pen drive we have which is going to reveal the BJP's truth. Just answer the direct queries at hand instead of responding to these kind of rhetoric tactics. It's not going to cut ice.
My only point here is that Sanju mentioned about National Herald, nobody has given a clean sheet. Now I will just remind Sanju here. Sanju has referred to a statistics where she claims that ED claims that there is a 96% conviction rate. I think this is I don't know from where she gets the courage to say lies on a national TV.
Let's not digress once again. Kapil,
ED's conviction rate
it's
is
a
less than
direct
1%.
question. Please,
And
let's stick to the issue.
I am now. Yes. Now my point
Aren't these
is-
serious allegations? Shouldn't they be probed? And if the Chief Minister's name has come up, should it not be revealed in the press release?
So my point is that we have seen their chief minister on record making an allegation that Mr. Ajit Pawar is corrupt and he will be going to jail. Now they're sharing. I am just trying to tell what is the credibility of the allegation that they make and against the person who against they make.
It's a very simple question, Kapil. You're digressing. Let's please stick to the issue at hand here. There are allegations which have been leveled by the Enforcement Directorate. In the press release, they've named a few people who they claim have named the Chief Minister. Aren't these serious allegations? Should they not be probed? Election, no election.
Let me just give you another example. It is very easy to tarnish anyone's image. Mr. Narendra Modi did that with Manmohan Singh, where he alleged that Manmohan Singh is colliding with Pakistan. And,
okay, you're essentially saying that it's easy to name anybody, defame anybody. Tom, Dick, and Harry can come out and say that the Chief Minister is involved. We cannot buy it at face value. Quick 30 seconds to Sanju Verma. Sanju.
Kritsween, we've been in a discussion with you for roughly around 20 minutes. Have you noticed? I spoke on the topic at hand. Both Kapil and me spoke on National Herald. Kapil spoke on, BJP, Narendra Modi. Not once has he said, has 538 crores been received by Bhupesh Baghel?
No.
Asim Das?
No.
Yes or no? Is Saurabh Chandrakar the cousin of Kshitij Chandrakar? Yes or no?
No.
Oh, Saurabh Chandrakar is saying he's the cousin of Kshitij Chandrakar. Do you know the family history of Bhupesh Baghel?
No, I am saying no. You said yes or no, I said no. Just because Sanju comes from a party.
I am going to end this, Sanju, by quoting what the ED press note says, and we can end it at that because these questions most certainly have to be answered. Mr. Asim Das admitted he was carrying this amount to deliver the same to the ruling political executives of Chhattisgarh. He named Bhupesh Baghel, Chief Minister, as the intended final recipient for the cash seized from his control. And this is just the 5 crores that we're talking about. Like Sanju mentioned, there's an additional 500 plus crores that he alleges have been received in the past as well. So that, yes, these are serious allegations, and given we're just 3 days away from the first phase of polling in Chhattisgarh, makes it a big news break. Let's see where this is headed. Can't claim that anybody is guilty or someone's come out clean as far as the latest investigations are concerned, as they're still ongoing. Kapil Madan, Sanju Verma, many thanks for joining us this evening on the News Hour at Night.